Nigerian Shippers Council was established in 1978 as an agency of the federal government to protect the interests of shippers on matters affecting the shipments of imports and exports. Its core mandate is to create effective environment for all stakeholders by providing regulatory system in port transportation. 47 years after, the council is set to transmute into Nigerian Port Economy Regulatory Agency to push better economic benefits to the country in line with the renewed hope agenda of the federal government. Making this disclosure in Abuja was the Executive Secretary and CEO of the council, Barrister Pius Ukeyima Akuta. He said at the point of transmission a lot of benefits will come to Nigeria as present Shippers Council has outlived its usefulness.
First of all, we want to transmute into a new agency to be called the Nigerian Port Economic Regulatory Agency. Now, when we transmute to that agency, a lot of benefits will come instantly to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Shippers Council has outgrown its usefulness to the sector because this is a sector that the President has streamlined, that it will be the so much talked about diversification of economy. This agency is one of the core agencies within the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy that will attain the potentials of the marine and blue economy as envisaged by the President. So that law becomes very relevant because it will bring about instantly the issues about lack of coordination in the sector. So this agency we coordinate a lot of issues regarding efficiency of the sector. Recently, you will hear, before the coming on board of this administration, you hear about cargo leaving Nigeria.
The change, according to him, is also aimed at coordinating issues regarding efficiency of the marine sector and to stop marine cargoes being pushed to other countries' seaport because of lack of enabling laws.
So recently, you will hear, before the coming on board of this administration, you hear about cargo leaving Nigeria. You know, a lot of cargo was now being pushed to other neighboring countries because of lack of efficiency of our port sector. But today, you see how the government is working around the clock to modernize our ports. And with the coming of the ministry on board, a lot of the agencies are streamlining their processes to see how we can attain that efficiency. Cargo dwell time, turnaround time in the shipping subsector of the economy has hampered the growth, trade growth, and volumes of trade coming in. But all of these are some of the inefficiencies that has been there. The new agency will tackle those inefficiencies, and the law is made in such a way that it will create deterrent to so many players in the sector from carrying on with certain activities that hindered the growth that is intended.
Ukeyima further said the Nigerian Shippers Council was established to diversify the economy from oil dependence and grow exports over imports to meet the challenges of the blue economy with the core mandate to look at the interests of shippers but have changed over the years.
We came in with the mindset to complement the agenda of the President to diversify the economy from oil dependence to the non-oil sector of the economy. And that has been our preoccupation in the last 2 years. Also, in the middle of that, trying to develop critical transport infrastructures to support easy movement of cargo across the country, and also supporting the shipping subsector of the economy in terms of the interests of shippers and boosting the activities in that sector towards the export segment of that sector. The President is committed to growing export over and above imports so that we can have, for the first time, balance of payments.
He maintains that the Shippers Council needs a legal regime that will govern the activities of the council as a port economy regulator, adding that the Nigerian Shippers Council today does not generate the mandatory revenue required of it.
The major mandate of the council was to look at the interests of shippers, protect the interests of shippers, deal with issues about freight, charges and all that, and to minimize cost. So that mandate has changed over the years, particularly in 2014 and 2015. There was a presidential order following the 2006 concessioning of the ports. There was a gap because there was no economic regulator of the port. So the president at that time decided to issue a presidential order appointing the council as the economic port regulator, the port economic regulator. Now, that was followed by a regulation also in 2015. Now, what that means is that the mandate of the agency had significantly changed from being an agency that would protect the interests of shippers to now becoming the port economic regulator that will not only protect the interests of shippers but interests of service providers and service users within the port economy.
According to him, President Bola Tinubu will, before the end of 2025, assent the bill currently in National Assembly effecting the change of name to give bite to the council.
The president is committed to growing export over and above imports so that we can have, for the first time, balance of payments over so many decades that we have been lacking behind. So far, these are some of the things we preoccupy our minds in the last 2 years. Also, majorly the issue about our legal reforms to meet the new challenges of the marine and blue economy.
He also says dry docks across the country will be additional boost to the blue economy, as operators in the business can call for their cargoes to ports of their choice by limiting destination.